Hey there, welcome to the garden. Today is kind of phase 2 of the unheated greenhouse really getting started. I did go in and take the cover off of the greenhouse. I just pulled the cover off, nothing super fancy there, and stored it away till the fall. And now we've got the frame of the greenhouse, and I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this planted and set up for a second season of growing just in the empty frame. So there's still a lot of peas, as you can see. These are all snow peas growing out of the grow bags that I have in the bottom here. They are almost done. There's a few more flowers. I just kind of moved them out of the way so that I could get in here a little bit because I did plant up this container here. This is actually a hay rack planter, and I put in a bunch of little tiny tomatoes. So these are a couple of tiny Tims on either end, and then I think this is a patio choice, and this is a red velvet that is looking pretty sad, needs some fertilizer. But overall, I'm really interested to see how these determinate tomatoes do in this style of container, because it's not a huge reservoir, but it should be pretty good. And you know, the tomatoes will probably be pretty delicious because these tend to dry out, and that when the tomatoes get a little bit stressed, they tend to actually have a really sweeter flavor. So I'm curious about how the whole thing is going to go, growing tomatoes in here. Now I may end up moving this hay rack because down here I do want to plant some like zinnias. I think I'm going to look at a couple peppers over here, maybe a sunflower and some zinnias. Maybe do like a couple pepper plants in one, sunflower, zinnias in another, and then over here I want to put a gourd. I think, well, maybe I might switch it. I might put the birdhouse gourd in this one and put the sunflowers and zinnias over here, but either way, gourds. And then I think I'm gonna put a zucchini in this container. And I'm just kind of waiting until I get the last little bit of harvest off these peas, because they're just now really filling out, and I've been growing them. I think I planted these in like January or February when the greenhouse cover was still on, and now they're producing all their peas. So I do want to enjoy those. But I'm taking off the covers, or the cover obviously, and then I've also taken off the shelves because I am going to let the frame here act as a sort of trellis for all the things that I'm going to be planting in these grow bags in the summer. And I may add a little bit more space in grow bags. I think I might do one grow bag over here, maybe add another. I went ahead and ordered some 1 gallon grow bags, and so that I can pop those in different places in this area and just basically create a grow bag space for growing. I have a bunch of eggplants left, and I have the peppers, which the peppers, as I said, are gonna go just in that grow bag that's already there, but I have a bunch of eggplants, and I think I want to try them in grow bags. And so if there's like kind of some space in this area, I want to utilize that and put the eggplants in there. I also am going to move my butterfly bush. Pugster Blue butterfly bush, which I love, and it's really starting to fill out now. Butterfly bushes like full sun. They love the heat. They don't care if they dry out a little bit. So it's been growing really well in the grow bag, actually. They're one of those plants that you don't want to fertilize a lot. You want to let them have really good drainage. So the grow bag honestly is kind of ideal for that. And this is I think a 15 gallon grow bag. So I'm going to try to move it. We'll see. From here over there. Okay, that was not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. It's nice the grow bags have handles, so I didn't even think about that, but for moving, it makes it perfect. I had it outside of the unheated greenhouse for the winter because the Pugster Blue butterfly bush is a perennial. It needs, you know, it's designed to have that winter period that's really cool, and I didn't want to keep it in the unheated greenhouse and have it be too warm and actually harm the plant. I don't know what the highest zone is for a butterfly bush. It might have done okay in the greenhouse over winter, but it did fabulously out here. It was super happy all winter long, and it looks great to me right now. So I'm happy with that. Now I just moved it back to like its full sun spot, and it can kind of flesh out there and be really pretty and bring in all the pollinators. I am trying to be really mindful this year with what I plant along the back of that wall. So those back grow bags are a little hard for me to get to, and I didn't really think about it until we got really into the season last year, and I had really struggled. I had a pineapple ground cherry, and it was in one of the back ones, that one over there on the left, and it was so far back that I could never really get to it. And ground cherries, as you know, fall on the ground. They drop off of the plant. And so it just created this whole situation where I couldn't really actually harvest very easily. So I think that's why I'm gonna do flowers along the back. So I'll have the butterfly bush that can just flower and bring in butterflies and be gorgeous, and I don't have to mess with getting into it. Do flowers along the back. I'm going to plant a birdhouse gourd because I want the birdhouse gourd to go up over top, climb over the house part of the greenhouse. That'll be really pretty. And so like that I won't need to get into though. I won't need to like get into that grow bag, and then just zinnias and sunflowers. And then these front two grow bags, as I said, I'm gonna do zucchini and some peppers, so it'll be like keep it to the front. So any of these other grow bags that I add to this space, I need to think about if I'm putting anything in it, am I gonna be able to actually harvest it and get it out of the grow bag? Because once everything starts growing, it's gonna leave this little walk-in space so that maybe I can like get in here a little bit. But yeah, this is probably gonna end up moving. I'm not sure where it's gonna go yet, but I don't think it's gonna be able to last right there. But we'll see how the season goes. I'm just kind of playing that one by ear. I don't really have a good space anywhere else for it at the moment. This is what the garden is looking like right now. I realized I should show more like overall shots so you can kind of see what it's looking like. How fun is that with the alliums? Aren't those pretty? I'm really enjoying it. The garden is just, I feel like I'm starting to, I don't know, every year you learn more. I feel like I'm really starting to kind of, I don't know if it's understand the space better or just grow as a gardener, but I just feel like it's so much more sort of organized and beautiful this year, and just super happy. And something just caught my eye, which is so exciting. My first Stillwater clematis is starting to open. Ooh, I will come back and show you guys this when it fully opens. Oh, I'm so happy. I searched for these plants last year. I was totally influenced. I saw them in a video of another gardener, and I searched out the plants because I had to have it. And then last year they were all just tiny. Like they were tiny and ugly all season. They looked terrible the whole season, but I babied them and babied them. If you've been around, you know I babied them and babied them, and now they're starting to bloom. So exciting. Okay. I'm going to run now and get my 1 gallon grow bags and just kind of start popping them in here, getting the layout. Today I'm not really going to do a ton of planting. I honestly I'm not really in the mood to plant. I've been doing a lot of planting and working really hard out here, and I kind of just need to take a break from like digging in the soil. So I'm just taking a little break, but I am going to lay out where those grow bags will go, and I'll show you kind of the difference in size. I'm actually not quite sure how big this 1 gallon grow bag is gonna feel, but I think it's gonna be the perfect size for like 1 eggplant. So I have all these eggplant seedlings over here. Like here's some pumpkin on a stick. And so I think for 1 gallon, I could get away with like probably one full-size eggplant, which this is a fairy tale eggplant. So this is a container size eggplant. You know what? We are gonna plant something. I'm gonna put the fairy tale eggplant. This is like a container. Oh no, I was gonna do an experiment and do it in its own individual container. Okay, never mind. I wanna plant this container right here. This are my hardy bananas, and I have a banana pepper in here. And I was thinking I could pop the eggplant right here, and that would be kind of cute, but I did want to do kind of an experiment with that. and have it in its own container. Okay, so maybe not. Here's some white knight eggplants. So I might do one of these in a grow bag, like one white knight eggplant in a 1 gallon grow bag, I think would be the right size. I have some extra seedlings, so I might take, maybe I'll like give these to my mother-in-law or something. What do we have here? Ooh, an early flame jalapeno. These are actually a container size jalapeno, so that would do. Oh, and I was out here having a cocktail in the garden, and I used up my fertilizer. So that's what else is out here. Let's see. Okay, well, I have these Turkish orange eggplants. So yeah, basically, these eggplants will be kind of like perfect. 1 eggplant in each container, or a container size pepper would also work. All right, let me go grab the 1 gallon grow bags. I have this space here that is left over from where the butterfly bush was. And so this is another spot where I think I might place some of the grow bags just to help, just utilize this space, because it's a nice full sun area. It's right by the air conditioner, which isn't great, but it's full sun. And full sun is a premium in this garden, so let me make use of it. Okay, I think I ordered these on Amazon. They are just a fabric grow bag. Nice and shrink wrap. See if I can get into this. All right. You can get all kinds of grow bags on Amazon. They're pretty easy to come by. Oh, this is much smaller than I thought. Is this really what 1 gallon looks like? I don't know what I was envisioning. This is tiny. Okay. Well. This is real-time raw video. Okay, so this is definitely perfect for like that fairy tale eggplant that I had. The early flame jalapeno, like I said, is a container style variety, so a 1 gallon container will be perfect. I am going to try some of the full size plants in these. I don't know if I'm going to do all of my like full-size container eggplants that I wanted to do in the 1 gallon, because this is pretty small. I might put 1 or 2 in something a little bigger. Like I feel like a pot like this size would work for a like a full-size eggplant, just from my experience growing. This is a 9.5 inch pot. This is small, but that's okay. We'll do that another day. I think I'm just gonna line them up though. It will be kind of perfect. We'll just put a bunch right here. We'll just do like a little, I'll sweep this out, and then we'll just do a little container, like 1 plant there, 1 plant, do bunch of little containers, and that'll be kind of cool. Well, you live and you learn. Did I read the dimensions? No. Did I know what I was getting into? No. This is why I called this channel The Reckless Garden, because this is kind of how it goes over here. But you know what? It's fun. And this, yes, I said this is perfect for. I do have a couple more like determinate small miniature tomatoes. I have a couple. Let's see, what's this? This is a New Biz Dwarf. I think that both of these, I'm gonna divide them and put 1 of each in the little 1 gallon grow bag, and I think it'll be perfect. That will be just fine. So, you know, you live and you learn. Now I've got to look around and see what containers. I've got a couple big containers, or bigger containers, that have lettuce in them right now, and I'm kind of just like waiting for the lettuce, you know, once we're done, once that season is over. I'm not rushing that season, but once that season is over, I will plant into those. So that would be a better container too for these full-size plants. Okay. I just fed the fish. So while I'm thinking about what I put in the different containers, I'm gonna watch the little fish. They're a little slow today. Look at all this. I've been doing lots of planting. At least I won't use up too much potting soil with the 1 gallon bags. So that's a benefit. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of hang out here, keep an eye on things in the garden, poke around, see if I find any more exciting blooms, although that clematis is making me so happy. Okay, I thought I wasn't going to actually end up planting all these grow bags tonight, but then I just went ahead and did it. I wanted to get all these little seedlings in the ground. So let me show you, or in containers. So let me show you what just happened with the 1 gallon grow bag situation. Okay, so here we are. We've got, I've got to like make a record of this. So this is a Purple Rain tomato. It is a determinate tomato. I do not know if this will be a big enough container for it. We will see, experiment. This is the Fairy Tale eggplant. I do think this hopefully will be a big enough container for it. I think this hopefully will make it happy. And then we have, I put one of my Suncredible sunflowers over here, an Apricota Cosmos. So those will be beautiful kind of flowers. I may have to move them out away from the air conditioning system, so they may move around a little bit. And then we have the Early Flame Jalapeno, 2 New Biz Dwarf tomatoes, and this guy is a White Knight eggplant that is like full-size eggplant, and we have it in the 1 gallon container. That's where it's gonna live, at least. I mean, I guess I could always plant it out somewhere if it just really overgrows this, but we will just see how it does in that container. And that is the situation. I don't know if I love the look of this. They're a bit smaller than I had initially thought, you know, like it's a little bit crowded. It could all grow together though and look really pretty. Containers do tend to kind of grow together. Like I have these 3. This is my herb container. I've got the perennial phlox and the petunias, and those containers have kind of grown together, and I do love that look. So that may happen in this space, in which case I would be very happy about that. I can always move some of them back in here around the unheated greenhouse. So that's a possibility. I'm just kind of leaving my options open. I did leave a couple seedlings. Those are to go in the big grow bags. And yeah, that's where we're at right now. I went ahead and planted them because why not? So I also, little update, I found all these little pieces for a little fairy garden, actually at Target. So if you're a Target shopper, keep an eye out for those. How fun is that? And with that, now I'm going to go inside. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.